Yo, this is my manga haul for January 2022. The first few volumes that I picked up were actually just on my to buy list for quite some time. One of them being Chainsaw Man, the ever elusive Volume 1, finally came back in stock. I managed to pick this up for a reasonable price. I say reasonable, is under the retail price. I picked up volumes 1, 3 and 4, and then the rest are all on back order, except from Volume 2, which I cannot find anywhere for, well, something that isn't double digits. I could read it on the Shonen Jump app, but I really want to read it physically, especially as I have majority of it coming pretty soon. But I think it's only going to get harder as the anime comes around, just like Spy X Family, which I think is also going to be difficult to find when the anime drops. It's already quite difficult to find the first couple of volumes. This was the last one that was on Amazon, so I was very fortunate, very lucky to pick this one up. And yeah, I think that is actually the only Shonen series that I've purchased. February is also a special month for Zelda. It is the 36th anniversary, not a special anniversary, but it is an anniversary nonetheless. So I decided to pick up volumes 3, 4 and 6 of Twilight Princess. I think volume 5 was in stock, but these were a lot cheaper, so I'll probably pick up volume 5 much later. And I think there's only 2 more volumes that are out, and I think there's 2 more to come, and I think that wraps up the whole series. So I picked up those. I also managed to pick up the Legendary Collection or Legendary Edition of the Minish Cap and Phantom Hourglass. I also have Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask in Collector's Edition. I also managed to pick up 4 Swords as well. And I think, other than the last few volumes of Twilight Princess, I think this is every Zelda manga that I have. My plan for February is hopefully to read the whole series. I wanted to replay every single game, but I don't think I'll have the time. I think I have to prioritize manga at the moment. And the last series I've been looking for some time is After the Rain. Now, I watched this back in 2017, 2018, and I originally tried to find the manga volumes, which were very expensive and very difficult to find at the time, so I kind of gave up. But now they do these 2-in-1 editions, so there's 5 in total, and I managed to pick up all 5 of them. This is a great series about a young girl who runs on the track team for school and unfortunately has a devastating accident and damages her ankle. Unfortunately, she can't run anymore, so she kind of gives up on her dream. She ends up getting a part-time job at a restaurant and starts to have feelings for the manager of the restaurant. Now, from memory, I think she's around 16, 17 and he's in his mid-40s, maybe 45, maybe 50. But there is definitely not any kind of smuttiness, not from what I can remember anyway. In saying that, all of these are shrink wrapped, so I'm kind of worried what I'm going to get myself into, because I remember this being really wholesome. The manager has kind of given up his dream of being a writer, and Tachibana is kind of doing the same thing with running, and the manager tries his best to, you know, keep her going, keep her enthusiasm going, and hopes that she'll get better and can continue running. I don't know if the anime concluded all of the volumes, so I'm looking forward to busting this open and reading the whole series. And next, I have a few series that were recommended or I saw from manga hauls. This one actually was not from a manga haul. This was actually from McPuffin's Instagram account, Stargazing Dog. It looks really interesting, and I knew it was quite difficult to find. Unfortunately, this is a library edition. This comes from all the way in Texas in America. It's got a fair few stickers on the front and on the inside, which I don't mind. To be honest, I'm not looking to make any profit out of this, but it was a pretty good price, and I decided just to pick this up on a whim just because it was there, and it's kind of fresh in my mind from seeing the Instagram post. And this one has been on several people's manga hauls the last couple of months. This is Boys Run the Riots. This is a great coming of age story about a transgender boy who is, though comfortable in himself, he's very uncomfortable in expressing himself to his friends and family. And everyone else, really. Everyone else kind of sees him as a woman, and he doesn't feel like that. And he goes through his troubles of understanding how to express himself, to allow himself to be who he is around other people. Though I can't personally relate to his situation, I can relate to the situations in general that happens to him, which is really just awkward teenage moments. Holding hands, first kisses, that kind of thing. But other than that, the story revolves around Ryo and his new friends that he's found, and they're kind of making like a fashion brand. Ryo is really good at designing. One of the friends is involved with the photography, and the other one kind of does all the promotion. Yeah, so it's kind of just following their journey along. And I've read the first 2 volumes. The volume 2 left on a nice little cliffhanger, so that will be interesting to see what happens next. And unfortunately, it is another series that is quite difficult to come by, especially volume 1. And the last recommendation I picked up was School Frozen in Time. I got this from Manga Sloth's last video. I picked this up simply because I knew it was 4 volumes and concluded. I don't know anything about it, though I do know the artist went on to create Your Lie in April. As you can see, some of the characters look very similar. The artwork is very nice. And then the next few volumes I picked up just because they were actually recommended to me by Amazon once I picked up Boys Run the Riot. This is Fangirl. This is actually created by Rainbow Rowell. She is an American novelist, and this is actually a manga based on her novel of the same name. I believe the story is about a young girl who's very close to her sister, who goes off to college and then loses contact with her sister, and she's kind of an introvert, it sounds like, and she's kind of getting used to new people, new friends and dorm mates and whatnot. Probably another coming of age series. I simply got this just because it was in the recommendation. And then also on the back of Boys Run the Riot, I picked up Your Dreams at Dusk. I also picked up volumes 1, 2 and 4 as well, but they were the last volumes and someone must have picked them up in their basket beforehand because now they've all been put onto back order. I don't know anything about this one. I simply just added it because I knew it was another series that was only 4 volumes. And then following the trend of only being 4 series, I picked up Sweet Blue Flowers. I saw all 4 volumes. I picked them up. I only managed to get 1, 2 and 3 because I think 4 has been on backlog. Or is it? No, sorry, 3 has been put on backlog. From reading the synopsis, this sounds like a Yuri manga. 2 childhood friends, one moves away and eventually comes back and they become friends once again, but one probably starts to have strong feelings for the other. And then the last series that I picked up is My Dress Up Darling now. For the past few years, I've been looking at the seasonal anime list and I've been looking at anime that I think will be popular after the Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen trend. It's quite interesting, maybe important to know what's kind of going to be sold out pretty quickly. This one is picking up speed. I don't know if it's actually out of stock yet. Volume 1 is quite hard to find at the moment. This was the last one that I found on eBay and it was for retail price. The rest I got for under. I'm glad I picked this one up. I don't really know anything about it outside the main character likes to create clothes, and his classmate I think either uses him or suggests that he should create cosplay clothes for her. So I'm looking forward to that. A lot of the memes that I've seen online have been very ecchi. I know Sam Sidequest mentioned that it's mainly just boob shots, a lot of cleavage and not much else, because I did ask if it was not safe for work, but it doesn't sound as ecchi as what the anime clips look like. So yeah, I managed to pick up 4 volumes of this. I think volume 5 comes out pretty soon. And yeah, I'm pretty happy. I think it's around 30 volumes or so. Other than Chainsaw Man and Spy X Family, I guess you could maybe count Zelda as shonen, but everything else is outside of the shonen demographic. So I'm quite happy with that. A lot of it, they're only a few volumes each, which is really nice. I can't keep picking up new series that go on forever or are like 30 volumes. I don't think I have any more room on my shelf, to be honest. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed and I will see you next time.